Isn't that music just nostalgic? For me, at least. Welcome to Arvale Treasure of Memories. If I don't make a let's play of this game, no one will. The direct sequel to Arvale Journey of Illusion, an RPG that came out, if I have my facts correct, way back in 2004, and there's a neat little let's play you can watch of it from Yellow Demon Hurler. This is a direct sequel to that game. Well, Arvale has a sequel, it's called Arvale 2 Ocean of Time, but that's more of a spin-off. And it would make sense to play that one first before doing Arvale Treasure of Memories, but someone else I know might attempt this. Maybe, possibly, can't say for certain. Someone much more capable than I. So, I will do Treasure of Memories. Now, I'm not gonna be a Let's Play channel. This is more of a thing I will do out of necessity, because if I do a Let's Play of it, at least the gameplay and the story of this game is archived or not lost to time, which would be nice. It also would be nice for me to have easier access to the different story bits to make more art of it, because you know, if you're new here, I make a lot of Arvale art. I have this really cool and pretty blog you can look at for free. Well, anyway, enough stalling. Let's greet our dear narrator. The artwork here looks a little melty, but don't worry, none of this is AI generated. This game came out in 2012 and it uses stock images, stock art, assets. Nothing personalized, unlike the other games, but all of the art here is ethically sourced and not some AI generated plagiarism slop. Ah, welcome back. You say you're looking for a new story. I'm afraid you've already read every single book we have. Damn, I must be sure. I would. I must be very interested, reader. What's that? Anything you will do? Well, there's this one tale I'm sure that you haven't read. I have, but it's been a long time, and I would like to hear it again. However, it's not in any book that you will find on these shelves, but I can tell you the tale, if you wish. Yes, please. Please, my dear narrator. At least I assume this is the narrator. Who's like, the narrator is funny because it's not characterless identity. The narrator, they're like an actual character in the Arvale universe, which is so funny. And they will often like sometimes bicker with the character you're playing as, which is so silly and so fun. I must warn you, it is a very long tale with quite a long introduction. Are you sure you'd like to hear it? Absolutely. Wonderful. Pull up a chair and make yourself comfortable. You shall enter into the world of Arvale. What is Arvale, you ask? Arvale is the name of a world with mystery, magic, humor, filled to the brim with many wonders. It sure is. I sometimes wonder what would have happened if J-Bot could have just continued making Arvale games or stories, tales. Because when you play through the game, you can like At least for me, it feels like there was so much more he would have loved to done with it, but in the end couldn't. This is not an actual map of the world. Here is an actual map of the world, at least the old one I could dig up from J-Bot himself. I do plan on actually making a world map out of it, a fully fledged one. I have done something like this already. Would love to do this with the actual world of Arvale. Just have to settle for a time period, because the continents and places look very different depending on what time period you are. One of which is how the world began. Like many beginnings, it all started quite simple. In the beginning, there were dragons. These dragons possessed the 4 magic elements which made up the world of Arvale. Fire, water, earth, and everything else. Wait. Malzabed, Hyandine, Cleatricus, and Xenon. Those are the dragons in order. What? Oh, please don't interrupt me while I'm telling the story. I know it may be hard to believe, but truly, this is how it goes. Yes, everything else is a magical element in Arvale. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. A short while after the beginning, there were humans. These humans spoke really funny and used words like thou, they, thou, thy, thee, how, and why. How and why are still used today. For centuries, the dragons lived in harmony with these humans. The main dragon, which held the power of everything else, was named Ceylon and liked these humans. In fact, he liked them so much that he began teaching them the secrets to using magic. He liked them so much he befriended a bunch of them and also built an entire city for humans. It was called Arheldum, and it looked beautiful. That is, until one day, a very bad boy tricked Ceylon into sharing his magic powers. This boy used his magic powers against the dragons and then grew up to be a very bad man. Well, that's a bit of an understatement. Very bad man. Indeed. Oh, Cryphon. His name was Cryphon, yes. Cryphon did this to all 4 dragons and put them into a constant state of wait. Oh no. Did I get Arvale lore wrong? Were there ever only 4 dragons? I thought dragons were like a species, and Malzabed, Hyandine, Cleatricus, and Xenon were just the 4 main ones. There were a bunch. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, were they? Well, if there were only the 4 ones, then that kind of sucks, because then I made a comic once with, well, what Cryphon did was he started to basically poison dragons, so they would go mad, and they kept attacking Arheldum, and Xenon had to defend his city. And I made a comic about that, and but like, it was only the, oh god damn it. Well, okay, my fanfic is never supposed to be completely accurate anyway. But I was under the assumption that dragons were like a species, and there were many, and Cryphon basically befriended, at least according to Silk's version of the story, befriended a random common dragon. At least that's how I interpreted it, and not one of the 4 main ones, and tricked this dragon first, and then proceeded to trick the other common dragons. And possibly kill them off. Cryphon did this to all 4 dragons, put them in a constant state of sleep. While the dragons slept, Cryphon extracted their magic powers and bottled it up for sale as magic potions. Yeah, he ran the most unethical alchemy company imaginable. Sourceth. Cryphon started a company named Sourceth and sold these magic potions to the masses. The public had no idea the evil which was behind the product they were buying, nor the just like Sourcem was a corrupt company through and through. All like every high-ranking officer sucked, and the working conditions were asinine as well. Like, ooh. And of course, they also had like a really terrible effect on the environment. The public had no idea the evil which was behind the product they were buying. This went on for centuries. 3,000 years to be specific. Until one day, a gardener of Entoque Castle was chosen to go on a false quest to keep the dragon of everything else asleep. Duncan Forsyth. This gardener's name was Duncan Forsyth, son of Drunken. After a long journey of illusion, Duncan eventually found out the truth and defeated the bad man Cryphon, who was incredibly still alive, and brought down his company, Sourcem. How? Cryphon was human, but he also invented the youth potions, right? They didn't just bottle up fire, earth, and water magic, they bottled up all kinds of magic, healing magic, magic that boosted your strength in certain areas, and morphing potions. Even like there was, while I'm playing Arvale Short Tales, there's this one source of officer who uses experimental potions to even like unlock druid-like powers and be able to morph into animals. So they bottled all kinds of magic. This included youth potions. Something that Cryphon invented himself, actually. Afterwards, Duncan returned to his home country of Entoque and was greeted as a hero. Perhaps. We're not exactly sure, because as our story begins, Duncan has returned to being the royal gardener at Entoque Castle. In addition, it seems he has no memory of the events that have occurred during the past few years. And so our story begins with Duncan, the royal gardener of Entoque Castle, being summoned by his king. Duncan, Sir Duncan, thy king wishes to speak with thee. Whining detected. This Duncan, whining as always. Whining as always. Thy king wishes to speak with thee. Wait. Is he gonna say word for word? This is like word for word what the gods said at the intro of Journey of Illusion, I think. If I remember correctly, Duncan's next line was, "Yeah, I heard. Can I go in now?" This is proof that I played Arvale way too much. Duncan, the legendary hero. Please don't call me that. I'm having a strange sense of déjà vu. Why wouldst thou ever say it such a thing? Are you going to send me on a quest to put the dark dragon in a slumber? I see thou art in good mood today, Duncan, but perhaps thy memory is not so vast. Huh? You mean I'm not going on a quest? Dark dragon, legendary hero, and all that? It seems thou hast been dealing with the amnesia tulips in the garden a bit much lately. They have those? The dark dragon thou speakest of, Ceylon, is fully awake and living in the city of Arvale as we speak. That really seems like Ceylon. He would, like, even in a good ending of Arvale, you could see Ceylon sitting in front of the gates of Arvale, just like he was doing 3,000 years prior to the catastrophe, or the calamity of Arvale, where he went turbo-nuclear after Cryphon brain poison Ceylon. I will maybe explain it later. You can watch just this Let's Play of Journey of Illusion. But yeah, Ceylon is the most human-friendly dragon imaginable. That makes perfect sense. However, If I remember correctly, you never see him, sadly. At least I searched for him and I held him and I couldn't find him, sadly. Huh? What? Aheldum is a city now? What happened? I'm so confused now. Isn't that city in ruins? I thought you wanted me to save the world. It seems a bit of refreshing needs to be done. Surely thou must realize that 7 years have passed since thee saved the world. Dost thou notice that my beard is now grey? And definitely not because Jbot was limited to using stock assets. Or stock art. And what, pray tell, hath happened to thy own beard? Good question. I had a really cool one too. What did happen to it? Wait, who is that guy next to you then? That would be Cyper. It's not your evil advisor. Very accusatory. But yeah, that guy sucked. At least you retained some memory. You killed that guy, Duncan. Ra is dead. I assure thee, I am not evil. In fact, thou appointed me to this very position to protect thy king several years ago, and my name is Cyper, not Ra. Good. Finally, a not evil advisor. It doth seem that thou hast need of some fresh air, Duncan, and it doth so happen that I doth hath a small quest for thee. Ah, I knew it. So what shall I do for you, sire? Simply visit the nearby city of Nikal and deliver this message to an old friend of mine living there. His name is Thel. Nikal is a nearby city? Okay, is your memory really that eroded? You played in Nikal as a boy sometimes, or like drunk and took in there sometimes. I don't know, it was some text box message that popped up when you interact with some of the items there, I think, in Training Evolution, I'm not sure. That is literally the town next to Entoque Castle, there is no way. He just did not forget the past years, he forgot his entire life. It is just north of this castle. Thou really cannot miss it. Gotcha, I'll just be on my way then. Duncan? Yes, sire? Thy message to be delivered. Thou must take it from me first. Oh, right. Sorry about that. You got the king's message. Please deliver it to Thel in the nearby city of Nikal. Yeah, I got it. Now in Nikal. Now in Nikal. Thel, Nikal. Really, Duncan, thou must regain thy memory if thou wishest to succeed on thy quest. I wish thee good luck. Welcome to Arvale. Well, are you ready for adventure? Huh? What's going on? That's the narrator, Duncan. Since you just started the game, I thought I would give you a few tips on how to play. Don't worry, I'll only help you get the basics and then you're off on your own. Alright, so... No thanks, I'm an expert, because it's just gonna be tutorial and stuff. And I know how to play the game. There's gonna be a cut here because I'm gonna load save file I have. My super save file, in fact. It's something that Jbot implemented for the people who paid for the deluxe version of the game, where you basically have a practically infinite amount of gold and also all the armor and weapons in the entire game. Now, yes, that's kind of cheating, but we wanna focus on the story and not have to worry too much about monster encounters. Are you absolutely certain? These tips are highly recommended for new adventurers. If you turn them off now, there's no turning back. Positive. No tips. Go away. As you wish, I shall help you no more. If you do wish to brush up on how to adventure through Arvale, you may check out the tutorial house in the nearby village of Nikal. Ah yes, the tutorial house. I remember. Alright. See you in a bit. And here we are back again. Now the first episode is always going to be a little slow, but we're gonna be at least visiting Nikal today, and after that I'm gonna call it quits for now. Wait, are these the same people you can... I know there was an older man in the first game sitting here. How long will this take? No! Are you still here? From the first game? You've been here for years. Is this your son? Oh, 12 lunches for this trip. It's not okay. There was a funny line dialogue where like you had like an older man here in the waiting room, together with his son, I believe. The son said something along the lines of, "Oh, wouldst thou get over it?" Which is really funny. I'm really hungry. I've been waiting for you. Yes. No. No. God. The king still seems busy, but I'm patient. You all are gonna die of old age. Okay, they all say the same thing. Hello. Oh, they sure are. Duncan is the best gardener in the entirety of Arvale. His skills and flora are so well known you even hear of it in other continents. Yes. Can I go up? These stairs currently under repair and are too hazardous to climb. We thank you for your kind patience while we remodel the castle in Entoque management. Alright, so we're not gonna be meeting Rufus up there. Oh, soft with me? Okay, thank you. They should really update the books in the guest room. These are so old, even I've read some of them. I know Duncan said some in the previous game. Duncan said something along the lines of never getting the hang out of the Entoquian accent. Like all these these and thous and dice always give him like a headache. It's a quick time, give or take 12 hours. So, it's a bowl of some type. Maybe the guests of the castle use it for brushing it. Okay. Yeah, something's wrong with you. Like, something's not quite right. More plastic flowers? What is going on? Duncan checks the bottom of the vase, spilling some of the fake soil off the floor. These flowers lovingly made by Rufus Corp? Hmm? Yeah, they have plastic in Arvale, don't ask how. Hail Duncan, what? Oh sure, the treasury is all thine. I do believe thy king gave thee permission. Oh, he gave me permission eons ago, or like in the previous game. But, if I remember correctly, the treasury is ass. You get the worst items in the entire game here. Except gold. Gold is always nice. Hero shirt. Oh, hero shield. A cotton t-shirt with I'm a hero printed on it. I believe that's the item description. Hero sword. Weak potion. Hero sword. Oh. Right. Wait. So, hero sword. A simple sword. Really? I know the previous item description was that it's really shit. Items. A shield with some layers of animal skins. Or paper. Yeah, see, there we go. Here we have the dungeon. The Entoque dungeon is currently being constructed into an ice cream parlor at the behest of His Majesty. Thank you for your kind patience on remodeling the castle and Entoque management. Oh, well, at least we are not gonna be able to force Duncan to touch dungeon stuff. Hey there, Duncan. Usual discount for you here. What can I get you? Not interested. Yeah. Do you say anything? It's 1 gold for you, Duncan. Would I like to ask? Not tired, way. 1 gold. Alright. Alright, we're gonna check the garden. Duncan's room. Why am I standing on my own bed again? I don't feel like sleeping. A new breed of flower I've been working on. I haven't come with a good name yet. Oh, that's cool. My grandfather does this too. He's a bit of a botanic nerd. He tries to create his own plants. He managed to create a red potato, which somehow needs less water to survive than normal potatoes, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna check if there's any wheelbarrows or something. Mushrooms in my garden? How can this be? Okay, like, we know something's wrong because he lost his memory, but this is definite proof that there is something seriously messed up with him, because there's no way. Now we know something's wrong. There's no way that Entoque's best gardener has mushrooms in his garden like that. We know that something's really messed up. This is definite proof. Come on. Time to leave. Entoque overworld. There we go. Nikal. Oh. What a nice tune. The sign reads, "Welcome to beautiful Nikal. Please enjoy the serene scenery and rich history that exists here. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask our local tourist office in the tutorial house here. Entoque Tourism Office. The tutorial house." It's always a good idea to carry around some antidote, just in case any monsters poison you. You can pick them up for really cheap from most item shops. Yeah, that's indeed true. Something that the other games didn't have is that monsters can give you really nasty status effects. And in return, you can give them nasty status effects as well. Welcome to Nikal! Let me just quickly proceed to my kleptomaniac tendencies. Hello. You ruined my dreams of becoming rich from making generic source-of potions. I did? I'm sorry. Go away. Oof. No thanks, I don't believe in these things. Potions? Bookshelves. But there are no books on it. Exactly. I don't follow. That's not your job, you just narrate. Damn, Duncan. Duncan glances at the bookshelves full of potions with disdain. Gah! It's written in that squiggly script that I can't read. I hate it when people do that. You mean cursive? Well, then you would never be able to read anything I write. Duncan takes a mild interest in the flowers, then quickly remembers he doesn't like this genus. Typical. You bravely plunge your hand into the water to find... Ew, a weak potion. That's cool. I just came into your house and robbed you. Butterfly. I think the paths are actually random. Hello. Many apologies, Sir Duncan, but the tutorial house is closed for the summer. What? Why? We're understaffed at the moment. Apparently, everyone has gone into the tourism business recently. Yeah, I remember. A certain Rufus certainly has. That, that Rufus seems to be a big draw. But I have questions. I need answers. Really? You? If you need a refresher course, many of your questions can be answered by simply checking any of these signs over there. Ah, no thanks. I'm good. Bye. Come on. It's always it's the same guy as before. Yeah, my stomach is killing me too. Let's just be friends today. Oh, it's the two drunkards from the first game that were having a drunk bickering session here. My head hurts so much, I don't feel like fighting today. Like, you guys do this daily? Oh, that's a dwarf. What? How many children do you know with a fully grown beard? Oh, I know what's coming next. Duncan's gonna tell him a really messed up werewolf story of when he was young. Several, actually. There was this one guy I used to hang out with back when we were just kids named Jinpol, and he had hair all over his body way before us. Really? Was he a human? Come to think of it, he turned out to be a werewolf and ate one of my other friends. Duncan, that is so messed up. What the hell, you... Okay. Well, the point is, I'm a dwarf, dang it. That's why I'm so short. I'm not a kid. Oh, you're not a werewolf too, are you? No! Just, look, okay, oh, never mind. That is so messed up. Quite the eventful childhood you had there. Ain't one of your friends, that is so messed up. You searched through the bags and find a lot of sand. You hopelessly tried to pocket some of the sand. Why would you do this? You feel silly. Arvale is a silly game. We talked to wheelbarrows. Nice empty wooden washing tub. Hell yeah. 50 gold was found. Nice. Ah, that's the same guy. Is this a wheelbarrow? Yes. You tell the wheelbarrow an appropriate joke. That's the item shop. Are we ever burned in the house below, are we? Pot. Duncan sticks his head into the pot and says echo into it a few times to test out the acoustics and reverb. Silly guy. Duncan sits down. For once, he sits down and doesn't stand. Duncan sits down at the table to relax for a bit and play some solitaire, then realizes he left his deck of cards in Inville. Duncan stands back up and decides not to play cards. Well, he actually sits for once. He didn't do that in Journey of Illusion because it didn't have a sit animation. I mean, here he does it as well, but, you know, you could pretend. Welcome. What can I interest you in? Nothing really, I was bored. Yeah, honest. At least you're very honest. J-Pop puts so much detail into the level design. Like, I know it's all generic assets, but like, he even modeled the outside of the house while you are in the house. That is some insane dedication to detail. Wait, of course we have to go into the pub/inn. You seem busy. Hey Duncan, it's busy as usual here. Enjoy thyself. She kinda looks like Belle from Our Short Tales. There was a girl who also worked at the local inn/pub, but she met like everyone else in the town, met an end too soon. Ted's always making up these stories. I bet next he'll start telling the story of how he helped Duncan on his quest. Ah! Do you not recognize your hero? I have no idea what he's been talking about. But it sounds interesting as long as I keep drinking whatever this green stuff is. I think beer is supposed to be green. And then I heard he never even used the coma potion. It is totally true, I tell you. That is true. He didn't. It was a coma potion to put Xenon back into his slumbers. It's also could keep milking him for magic. Well, that sounds cursed. Kept siphoning his magic to bottle in potions, but instead, Duncan let the potion change into an amino potion by telling some guy in Nikal, I think, or was it Tim Pote? Ashe. His name was Ashe. He told Ashe who was like he told a guy named Ashe that his dog accidentally ate the coma potion and now is basically in a coma, and like, please make opposite potion. It's called an amino potion, by the way. And yeah, it just and then use that to wake Xenon up. And a pretty ugly day again. Just let me drink in peace. Again! This here, in the previous or the first game, he would tell you about how he would have a bad day as well, and he would tell Duncan about how the Greyman of Forest had become cursed. Ah, Duncan, welcome back to the Keys Inn. Thou may relax and have a drink or stay in our comfortable accommodations. A drink sounds good. I need a room. Nah, I'm okay. Beer costs money, but we have a lot of money. And it can't be that expensive. Thou got it. It's on the house even. Nice. You got a Frosty Keys beer. Tasty. In Arvale Journey Evolution, there was a beer quest where you had to like collect every beer from every pub and give it to some guy who would then proceed to give you like an insane amount of money, I think. Duncan checks his reflection in the water of the dish and is again reminded and worried about his beard being gone now. His goatee has disappeared. Ooh, Tucker felt his flowers. Nice touch. I like his botanic commentary. It's very fun. It also just reminds you that he is a hero, but at heart he will always be a gardener. This water still tastes great. Oh no. You take a sip from the fountain, it tastes like water. Huh? Oh no, it went Nikal, not Deers, because there's at least a rumor going around that in Deers they put like some of the beverage into the water to get people hooked to the beverage, even when they're not like trying to drink. Nice bucket. You try to put the helmet on, but it's too heavy that you can't even lift it. Anything that heavy must give great protection for an ogre who doesn't need any protection in the first place. Wheelbarrow! Reminiscence about old times and take a trip down memory lane with the wheelbarrow. Yeah. Warm ale sits on the table. Duncan frowns. No, I never realized I was so sunburned. Should start wearing some protection. It slowly dawns on Duncan that he is seeing his reflection on the red shield on the wall. You lose yourself in the splendor of the flickering flames. Nah, too shiny for my tastes. You're not giving into your kleptomaniac tendencies for once? Have I talked to you? No. Man, I can't wait to save up money and get the heck out of here. This cottage still gives me the creeps. Really? Entoque's so nice. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, hello. If you find that some monsters are too strong for you, don't be afraid to run away. If you stick with fighting weaker monsters, you'll still gain experience and become stronger. Ah, Duncan, beautiful day, is it not? What can I do for thee? Let's see what you've got. Nothing, just dropping by. Indeed. Sorry, but we have to interact with literally everything before we proceed with the main quest. This is the beauty of Arvale. Everything is interactable. Almost everything. Duncan looks bewildered by the anvil in front of him. Oh, it's an anvil. I thought it was a... No, never mind. Yeah, it's oddly round. Some small trinkets which look like mouse traps lie at the bottom of the crate. Unlike mice, we should get rid of these. Correction, giant poisonous rat traps lay at the bottom of the menacing crate. Ah, I hate rats. Yeah, I would do so too if the rats were as big as dogs in this universe. This crate doesn't look very safe to me. I'll leave it alone. Oh, the narrator is such a fun person. Alright. Chest. Okay, so I think now, finally, we can go ahead and visit Thal. And that looks like someone who would be a king's friend. Old and wise. Kinda rusty. The holes probably don't have much either. An open chest. Empty, except for some dust and cobwebs, but Duncan decides he already has enough of those. Yeah. Nice ancient pedestal. Oh, right. This guy... Does he collect artifacts? Dear Sondeso, it seems that I will not be back for some time. I've missed you every day since I left. I simply cannot blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yours truly, RRK. Hey, that's not what I said. Close enough. Trust me, it's not relevant to this game. Fine. A stone statue sits in the middle of the room. No plague, no author, just a blank statue. How odd. But the sculpture reminds me of someone. I just can't remember who. Okay. I have two theories. No wait, I have one theory. Because, Jaybird put this in just for the laughs. And this is no one being particularly referenced. I remember from... Cryphon has a statue, but that one's currently being demolished as we speak and is still there in Stygia, or the town of Idacris. At least in this game, I know that for a fact, unless I have my memories correct. The only other time Duncan comments about how the statue reminds him of someone is his own mum. Cold, nothing nice. Maybe that's a reference to that, I'm not sure. Ah, you've come, Duncan, I presume. Yes, and you are Thal. Thal, that sounds familiar. You need to get your head checked. Familiar! Aha! It's true what they say. No wait, hold on, I almost got it. Thal, you have a message for me. Thal, I'm supposed to visit a man named Thal and Nikal. Correct. And the message? Message? I can see the scroll sticking out of your pants, Duncan. Oh, this? What is this? Is this yours? Yes, please give it to me. Calm down, calm down. Here you go. I gave King's message to Thal. Wait, no, I'm an idiot. You should have checked the item description. Because each item has an item description. I see, so that's why. What? What does it say? It's also like such a cliche line. Duncan says this like multiple times when he wants to know this. He just repeats what? Impatiently. And you're just gonna leave him there. Great. Never did learn how to use one of these. Maybe someday, but still Cass. And then when the day comes, then I'll consider stealing them from his table. A fire burns in the fireplace. Duncan refrains from touching it with all his might. It appears you have lost your memory. True. Ah, yes, from the amnesia tulips. No, Duncan. That's just a small lie the king and Saba came up with until they found the true reason. What? So what's wrong with me? It appears that your long-term memory is still intact. That is good. The only thing you must do is find the... Hey, old man, what's wrong with me? Hold on. Ah yes, it appears that you are suffering from amnesia due to a recent incident. Involving a small mysterious orb, perhaps? Ah yes, I remember first time reading this line. And I was like so happy because I knew, at least I had a pretty good hunch what this was referring to. Because at the very end of Journey Evolution, when you defeat Gryphon, he drops a mysterious orb. And you never figure out what that was. You knew that J-Bot had something planned with it, right? But not even in Arvale 2 it was ever elaborated what this orb could have been. Only in Arvale Treasure of Memories we finally have answers. Mysterious orb sounds familiar. Wait, I remember something about a rooftop. Yep, on top of the Sorcery Factory. That's when the final battle was in Journey Evolution. That would be your fight with Gryphon, I imagine. Anything else? Gryphon, yes. When I defeated his evil Sorcery Company thing, he left a mysterious orb behind. After that, I just kept it in my bag until... Yes? Silk? I believe I was with a woman named Silk at the time. Duncan, that's your friend! We were exploring some caves around Inville, or was it Sonorous? Anyway, the mysterious orb started glowing and then... Yes? Yes? A loud bang! That's all I remember. I see. Need to get you some medical herbs to slowly bring back your memory. Great, I'm good at that. I have a full garden of herbs and spices and... No, Duncan. It will have to be a magical herb. Dang. But don't worry, I believe one of these Tharian herbs, or memory herbs, exists on the Entoque continent. Great, so where to? Unfortunately, I do not know yet the exact location. I still need to do a bit of research before I'm sure. But in the meantime... yes. If you could be a small favor, take this letter to... No, on second thought. Better not to do that to you again. If you could simply inform the king that I wish to borrow something from him. He'll know what I refer to. Yeah, that's easy, I could do that. Back to the castle then. Alright, we're gonna go visit the castle quickly. And here we are, back at the castle. Ah, Duncan, thou hast returned. Were thee successful in thy quest? I think so. Listen, that guy you wanted me to visit, thou, right, him. He wants to borrow something from you. Oh yes, I imagine he might. Cool. Give it to me quick before I forget. I had to say this to the Duncan, but it's not here. What? They'll see, I was taking a stroll in Glameandal Forest. The forest to the southwest of the castle. Yes, sir. I was attacked by wolves. I dropped dead and ran out of there as fast as I could. Wouldn't a king have, like, guards with him when he takes a stroll? Also, something I find really nice is that... funny, it's just how sort of buddy Duncan is with his king. The king of Entoque, which is... I just think that's funny. Oh, you could really tell that he is at home here at Entoque Castle. What was it? A small ring that has been my family's collection for generations. But sire, why did thou not just send a soldier to the Glameandal Forest to retrieve it for thee? I did, but it seems that the entrance to the forest has recently been blocked by a fallen tree, so no one may enter. If I remember correctly, Cypher is gonna comment now just how stupid that is. The entrance to the Glameandal Forest has been blocked by a fallen tree? Yeah, that sounds a bit silly, even to me. Even to Duncan, that sounds silly. Then you know it's silly. But it's a big tree, I've been told. Sire, perhaps we should send Duncan to the Glorious Forest to investigate this. Excellent idea, Saipa. Duncan, can thou handle that? Go look at the tree? Yeah, I think I can handle that. Great, I thank thee, Duncan. Do not forget to search the king's ring while you are there. You know, just in case you find a way in. Gotcha. Just in case we find a way in. Alright. I'm gonna end it for here for today. And that will be that. See you till next time.